You wake up at 5:45 a.m. in your modern villa in the hills outside Stuttgart. The house is quiet. Your wife left for an early flight to Berlin the night before. You check your phone. The Mercedes Me app shows your S-Class EQS already preconditioned in the garage. After a quick shower and black coffee with oats, you scan the overnight reports. Sales figures from China are down 3% due to local competition, and the EU emissions targets for 2027 need final sign-off. At 6:40 a.m., you slide behind the wheel of your silver EQS 580. The 30-minute drive along the A8 is your only real quiet time. You listen to the latest earnings call recording from BMW while the car's Level 2 autonomous features handle the highway. By 7:15 a.m., you pull into the underground parking at the Mercedes-Benz Group headquarters on Mercedesstraße. The security guard nods. Your badge is already scanned. In your corner office on the 8th floor, you drop your briefcase and open the 8 a.m. strategy sync on Microsoft Teams. The global executive team joins from Sindelfingen, Beijing, Tuscaloosa, and Stuttgart. You run through the agenda. Q3 production ramp-up of the new E-Class electric at the Sindelfingen plant, battery cell supply negotiations with CATL, and the latest software update for the MBUX system. You ask pointed questions. How many units can be realistically hit in December without overtime costs exploding? And note every answer. At 9:15 a.m., you walk 2 floors down to the design center for a closed-door review of the 2028 G-Class facelift. 3 designers present clay models and VR renders. You approve the final grille shape after checking the brand guidelines and customer clinic data from the US market. Keep it evolutionary, not revolutionary, you remind them. Our buyers expect the G to look like a G. Back upstairs at 10:30 a.m., you take a 20-minute call with the Minister of Economic Affairs of Baden-Württemberg. The topic is the planned €2 billion investment in the new battery gigafactory near Ulm. You confirm timelines and government support numbers, then hand the details to your VP of Government Affairs. Lunch is at 12:15 p.m., 15 minutes at your desk with a salad and a protein shake while you read the latest McKinsey report on solid-state battery readiness. At 12:45 p.m., you drive the 5 kilometers to the Sindelfingen plant in a prototype EQE. The plant manager meets you at the gate. You walk the final assembly line for the new CLA Electric, stopping to speak with shift supervisors about quality issues on door seals. One worker shows you a tablet with real-time defect rates. You authorize an immediate process tweak. Back at headquarters by 2:30 p.m., you join the monthly financial steering committee. The CFO presents the latest cash flow forecast. You push back on marketing spend for the US launch and approve the accelerated depreciation schedule for the old combustion engine tooling. The meeting ends at 3:45 p.m. At 4 p.m., you sit down with the head of R&D for a 45-minute deep dive on the next-generation MMA platform. You review crash test data and range projections. We cannot miss 800 kilometers WLTP on the flagship sedan, you state clearly. Notes are taken, follow-up actions are assigned. By 5:15 p.m., you answer 18 urgent emails, including one from a major dealer group in Dubai complaining about allocation delays. You copy the sales director and ask for a resolution plan by tomorrow morning. At 6 p.m., you leave the office. The evening is not over. You have a working dinner at 7:30 p.m. with 2 board members and the CEO of a key semiconductor supplier at the Mercedes-Benz Museum restaurant. You discuss chip shortages and long-term contracts over Wiener Schnitzel and mineral water. By 9:45 p.m., the dinner ends. You drive home, arriving at 10:20 p.m. Before bed, you open your laptop one last time to approve tomorrow's talking points for the investor call. Lights out at 10:50 p.m. Tomorrow, the cycle starts again.